Practice 18 for us, and I'm happy with it. You kind of look at 18 days in, like where are we? Our team has grown up. I think we've got good chemistry right now. We've got really tomorrow with the rehearsal scrimmage in the afternoon, and I'm just tidying things up before game week next week. And I love the attitude of our football team. I love these kids. I think things are going right where we want them to be. We finished with our senior talks last night. We're going to vote for captains this evening. There's a couple other freshmen that have emerged. I know we've talked about Leslie Smith a little bit, and I think we've talked about Vince Davis, but there's two other guys that I think, that could see some action this year. I'm not saying they'd see it in the open, but Jared Wayne is a guy that's really stepped up at the receiver spot. He just keeps getting better every day. And Servastier Dennis as well is another one of those two guys that I kind of look at and go, we're going to see these two pop on the field at some point this season. So I think I'd be wrong if I didn't mention those two guys. And then tonight we've got Curtis Martin coming in to talk to our team tonight, which anytime you can bring a former Pitt man, Hall of Famer in to speak to the team, I think it's really, really important. So not only will we have him tomorrow at the luncheon, but we'll have him tonight. So questions?
You mentioned Jared. Wide receiver. You've got a decent amount of upperclassmen who played. What's he done to kind of break through in that group?
He's been steady. I don't know what his 40 time is, but he runs well. He's a long strider. He catches the ball really well. For a quarterback, you want to know that when you throw it there, he's going to make a play. And so he's kind of made some moves there as far as just making plays on the ball. He had two outstanding catches yesterday in practice. You're kind of going, golly, how do we not try to get this guy in the field?
Talked about attitude. Is that something you've seen develop a lot since the beginning?
Yeah. I think it's just kind of I think just going through camp. It's a grind, and I just think they've stuck together. They've just kept a great attitude throughout camp, and I think that's something you can see. Sometimes there's some ups and downs in camp, and you get into a team meeting or whatever, but they're having fun and they got a great attitude. I think that's all important.
It's Kenny's progress. The things that you saw last year that he needed to get better at, how has he improved in those?
You know what? I think you find those things out, Chris, on game day. I think you find it out really on game day. It's hard to see it in practice. He's become a better leader. I think he's throwing the ball better. I think he's reading things better. But you find out on game day. To say he's better, and I don't see him any different right now than I saw him a year ago, except the leadership and a different guy telling him what to do. But I'm sure on game day we're going to see some changes, and I think that's when the test is. It doesn't matter that you studied for the test; it's what happens when test day gets there, and it's coming soon.
You obviously replaced the two running backs you're replacing. Did a lot of good work for you last year, but do you like the versatility you have in this year's group? Maybe a little more than last season.
I do. We're gonna make some backs. I knew it's going to be, AJ's been very, very consistent, in the backfield. Todd Sibley's come back and been strong. So, we're going to find out who those guys are, and that depth chart will evolve as the season goes on.
As far as depth chart goes, how much do you think is not settled? Because I know you'll even make changes next Wednesday, next Thursday, but for what you're going to publish on Monday, how much do you feel like is settled?
I'd say it's about 85%. It's still always a work in progress, and who practices well, who can handle the game plan. Because obviously we'll be doing different stuff, each week. So, and again, the first week will be different than the second week. I think you'll see a difference there, just who can handle it in 1 week as opposed to 2.5, 3 weeks, depending on how much prep time you have for a particular game.
Has this week been all Virginia?
Oh no, we're still working on ourselves now. We, sometimes you can get into it too fast, but we've worked a couple periods of that, and it's been mainly taking care of ourselves and doing those types of things.
Anything final?
In regards to previous teams, what makes this team a little more unique in your eyes?
Different senior class. What is unique? They're all the same when you look at it. You got 110, guys in camp. 110 is a big number. And what makes it unique? I think there's always a different flavor to every football team, and I think every team is led by their seniors, and who those seniors are is critical. And I think the team will take over. The makeup of their leaders, and it's the seniors in this class.